just for the record, whenever I review something in April, the only thing that's going to be serious is my opinion on what I'm reviewing. So, yeah, in April, expect me to act like a fucking retard. Hey and ho! Rextoon here to bring you another cartoon review! Now, there are bad animated movies. You know, those stupid-ass, cheaply made animated kids movies made just to get a quick buck. This movie I'm reviewing doesn't even come close to that level of bad. I'm talking about What's Up, Balloon to the Rescue. Let's start with the animation, because this is without a doubt the shittiest part of this whole film. It's boring, it's lazy, the aesthetics are ugly and dull. It's just... This is by far the worst CG animation I've ever seen. This is worse CG animation than fucking Sonic 06's cutscenes. And not the good ones either, those other ones.
You know the ones I'm talking about.
This animation is just like a CG version of Go Animate. And for you non-animation buffs out there, Go Animate is a shitty program that allows you to do Seth MacFarlane-esque animation. Except lazier. Oh, and speaking of lazy, this animation is just so much that. And no, not like McFarlane, Total Drama, Homestar Runner, Archer lazy. You know, where they just make cartoon puppets and move them around like Flash or something. I don't know. But they still actually try to make it look good. And actually, those 4 shows kind of succeed at it. This is not that. I mean, Jesus H. Christ. They either had no budget, they're just starting to learn how to animate, or they didn't just bother to try. I mean, this is like if you took Jimmy Neutron and you just made it not good. It's shit. And for this review, I'm going to talk about how the show looks separately from the animation, because there's a lot of shit to talk about in this department too. First, none of the characters emote. They just keep the same frozen face throughout the entire damn movie. And I think I only recall maybe 4 times throughout the whole movie where the character had a different facial expression that wasn't just their eyebrows or eyelids moving. Here's another thing that bugs the shit out of me. You know how in Up, which is this movie is obviously ripping off, when they're out on his front porch in the air, they're actually trying to resist high-velocity wind? That makes sense. But in this movie, you can stand on your front steps miles in the air and it looks like you couldn't give a fuck. No wind, just no fucking wind. God, I need a break. Can I get a break? Please? Okay, here's the thing. Oh, and one more thing about how shitty this movie looks. The monsters in this movie, they are just so horribly proportioned throughout. Here's an example. When they first come out, they're about 1/3 the size of the house. Okay, but then later on, one of them's about half the size of the goddamn Eiffel Tower. And now apparently 3 times the size of the house. Just what? Just God, really? Just fucking, really? For story, just... What fucking story? I've seen crappy DeviantArt fanfics with better stories than this. It's basically like if you took the movie Up, crumpled it up, threw it into a puddle of mud, let your dog or whatever animal you have take a huge shit on it, pick it up with filthy, rusty tongs, then toss it into a vat of toxic waste. I mean, the writing in this is just so horrendously bad. It's worse than, but not limited to, first-grade English papers, drunken, angry texts you send to your ex at 3 in the morning, Twitter/Facebook posts by swag fags, intentionally retarded or derpy YouTube cartoons, the ridiculous writings of intolerant, overly religious douchebags, YouTube comment debate/arguments, any song by Justin Bieber, Nicki Minaj, Lil Wayne, or the High School Musical bastards, and the dialogue of the video that I'm ripping this joke off of. And the worst part is that they don't fucking explain anything! Like, why do these kids live with their uncle and his friend? Where are the parents in this? This shouldn't be with gays. No, I'm totally kidding. I'm for gay rights. And also, what the fuck are the Monster Hunters? Was this like a TV show or something before this shit pile of a movie? There's just so many questions that they don't answer, and they never explain. That's just the same thing, but I don't. For dialogue and voice acting, let me get this out of the way. The voice acting doesn't suck ass. Now, before you bitch at me and say, oh, well, you thought everything sucks about this movie, let me talk. Let me talk. You can tell that these voice actors are at least trying. And I'm pretty sure that whoever plays that kid is the same person who plays Luffy on One Piece. But with the long pauses and horrendous lip sync, it just drags it way down. Down, all around. Try not to make a sound. Down, down, down. Anyways, the dialogue in this movie is shit. You want to know why? I don't think I need to explain it by now, but if I don't, you'll all probably bitch at me. It's because it's cheesy and boring. Actually, it's somewhat racist, if you think about it. Or, whatever the nationality equivalent of racist is. Nationality is? Country is? Nah, I don't fucking know. Let's just stick with racist. Here's an example.
Perfect, China! I promise to give you some moo goo gai pin when we get back to the house!
Now, characters, which for no reason I decided to do last, just because. These fucking characters, they're boring, uninteresting, unfunny, and obnoxious. Let's see here. There's the loud, annoying kid who gets in the way all the time, the stupid bimbo bitch who convinces everyone that she's so smart, the villainous French guy with no real reason to be evil, but besides, hey, I'm evil, I shall take over the world. Frogs. Except, 10 times more stereotypical than that. The two scientists, who I can only assume have a Bert and Ernie relationship going on. And then, there's one of the greatest characters in the history of characters. Ching Ling. This character right here, Ching Ling, this guy's awesome. And I just don't know why. He comes out of nowhere snapping pictures and racial stereotype like this voice, but god damn, he's awesome. He's like Billy Mays or George Takei if you're not a Trekkie, of which I'm not. You don't know exactly why he's so awesome, you just know that he is. But besides him, the other characters suck hard. Overall, underall, above all, this movie is fucking shit. With the exception of Ching Ling and maybe the voice acting, everything else about this movie is just horrendously terrible. Boring characters, boring setting, crappy story, shit dialogue, and the animation looks like a project for some kind of middle school animation class, even though that doesn't exist. Even though it should. So yeah, I'm done. I'm done. I'm fucking done. I'm out. What the fuck am I doing with my life?